This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Welcome to Season 4 of Rush of Fear podcast, where we chat all things Halloween Horror Nights, Universal Orlando's premier scare event. Tonight for Episode 4, we will be chatting HHN 33 dates, tickets, and the first merch preview, along with hearing about Kenneth and Maddie's time at the University of Florida haunt event they attended on April 7th. So now, let the mayhem begin.
What a rush of fear.
Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for today, or tonight, technically for me, or for all of us over here on the East Coast right now recording. With me, I've got Maddie.
Hi.
And Kenneth.
Hello.
Yay, gang's all here.
Wow. The trio.
It's been a little while.
Yeah. It's been what, like 2 episodes probably at least?
Well, we did the Valentine's episode together. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we just didn't record in March, I guess, together.
Yeah, well, when we miss one episode altogether, that means it's 2 months that we don't all
That's very
get
true.
together.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's valid. That's why it felt like it was so long. Very true.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll get to record more than once a month, but right now, this is about all we can hang because we're all so dang busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very fair.
And there's also just like not much going on either. You know?
Well,
Yeah, that's
for
true.
Halloween Horror Nights. However, you guys did attend something, which is super cool, and I'm a little jelly that I didn't get to go because I don't live in Florida. But like, I love this whole idea of haunt events happening outside of Halloween season. That's so cool.
Yeah, so Kenneth and I were we actually headed up to Gainesville on April 7th. And we got the chance to go to a like halfway to Halloween event at the University of Florida. And it was presented by the Swamp Haunters, which is a group that's like branched off of the Gator Theme Park Engineering and Design on-campus organization. And they're like, the theme of this year's event and the title for this year's event was called Masked Madness Bayou Bloodbath. So it was kind of like a Mardi Gras kind of celebration style haunt in April, which was really cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Can we just do more of this? Like, can the world just like jump on this bandwagon and do more of this, please?
I wish. That would be great. It would be so fun. Because it was definitely a fantastic time. The Rush of Fear Instagram account was reached out to by one of the department heads of Swamp Haunters, Shannon. So thank you, Shannon, and thank you to the rest of her team, who we were lucky enough to chat with 4 of the student department heads, which is like crazy to even say. They were some of the coolest college students I've ever met. And that counts for even when I went to college. They were so well spoken and so professional, and you could tell that they really loved what they were doing, and they were very proud of the product that they put out. And we went on the last day of the event, because it was Kenneth and I's weekend, and while we were there were a lot of people like coming in through the gates and attending. And for it being a Sunday night in the middle of April, like it was great. It was awesome to see.
That is so cool.
It looks like there is a little bit of buzz, at least within the UF student body, about this. So it's very, very cool that they're doing this, and that, you know, they're all like, like no older than 22, 23 years old as seniors in college. So
Yeah.
like, it's wild that they were able to put together what they did.
Yeah.
Was this their first year doing this?
Second year.
Okay.
Yeah. like second full year, I think, because we interviewed them and we recorded the interviews, and you're going to hear that audio segment in just a moment, where they give us all the detail that we could possibly ask for about this event and kind of like how they're organized within the Gator TPED like organization and other things that they do outside of creating a haunt twice a year. But it was really cool. It was really, really neat. They are really fantastic people. And like I said, very professional. And I want to say they haven't set dates for their October event yet, but most likely it's going to be like the second or third week in October itself, if not like the week of Halloween.
Yeah, I think they said it's going to be they're aiming for the weekend before Halloween, because Halloween's kind of in the middle of the week this year.
Oh yeah, it's on a Thursday. That's so gross. I keep forgetting that.
Awesome.
All right, so we're going to pause here and kind of pass it over to past Kenneth and Maddie as we interview some of the 4 student department heads of the Swamp Haunters over at University of Florida.
Hi, everybody. It's your podcast editor, Maddie here. Fair warning, the first part of this next little segment is a little loud. We were recording going through the house, so you're going to get just a little bit of high volume. So turn your volume down for the first part of this segment. And then once we get to the interview portion, you can turn your volume back up just a little bit. But just be warned, headphone warning, it's a little loud. It's a haunted house. What can you expect? But have fun. Thanks. Bye.
All right.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Going in first time.
Welcome to Brightwater Bayou. Usually the best time to visit here is the two weeks when everyone's most excited and happy. Well, most folks. If you know the edge of town are the most welcoming to new strangers, but that's probably trying to work out. But usually it's fine.
Okay.
No, it's a party.
Let's go.
Get lost in the city. It's very easy to do.
I'll lead the way.
Fun.
Thank you.
I've never been to New Orleans, but go have fun. You're going to be late.
Okay. That was good.
No, sinners! You shall perish. No.
I like this, like,
Me too.
construction. Uh-oh. Oh, yikes.
Oh, wow.
Who are these names? Ooh, okay. This is I like that. This fog smells
They know what
good.
they're doing.
Hey.
It smells very nice. No, I don't. Go back! I'm terrible crazy! You don't know what to do! Go back! I don't think we can. That lady didn't like us very much.
Get out! Come here! Get out! Get out!
What do you mean?
That one got me pretty loud. Something to die for.
We're leaving!
All right.
That was awesome!
That was pretty good. Yeah. That was good. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
This is Maddie.
Hi, Maddie. Yeah.
So what is this? Where are we? What's happening here?
Well, I can give you a quick breakdown of what this specific event is.
Yeah.
This is our spring haunted house. This is the second time now that we've come back for the spring. We do kind of a halfway to Halloween event, and then this kind of serves as a soft launch or a soft opening for what then becomes a full October event during the Halloween season. So we get a lot of questions about that, and that's how we defend it. Now, this specific haunt is a bayou. It's run by a lot of town folk who have a celebration going on, and there's a sinister edge kind of to it. It's inspired heavily by Mardi Gras and kind of, a masquerade type of thing. So we have lots of scary masks, and you never know who's on your side or not, and it's just a lot of fun.
It is Masked Madness Bayou Bloodbath, and you are the Swamp Haunters, which is a portion of the Gator, I want to say it was the Theme Park Engineering and Design Organization.
Yes, Gator
Very
TPED.
cool.
Mhm. Yeah, Gator TPED is awesome. I actually didn't know about Gator TPED until I was part of the haunt team, which actually turned out to be the opposite for a lot of the team. Most of them had been members of TPED and wanted to build a haunted house. And I was just really interested in haunted houses, so I, kind of wound up there. And then I wound up in TPED, which was this group of amazing people who are of every discipline. We have architecture, obviously all of the different engineering, from electrical to chemical to mechanical. And then we even have biology, we have entomology. There's a lot of different students there that have so many different interests, but they all kind of branch together into theme parks and themed entertainment. So one of the founding members is still here, Josh, and then we have 2 others that have since moved on either to grad school or full-time jobs.
Nice.
But they were the ones who really wanted to build a haunted house. They were all TPED members. It was Josiah Evaristo, Andrew Long, and Josh Keston. And they approached TPED and they said, listen, we want to do this. We want to build a haunt. We want to make a design team as part of TPED, but also does something very specific.
Right.
And so for a while, it was a blue sky project. And then last year was the first year that it actually came into the physical realm, which was really awesome.
Nice.
That was when I joined. It was kind of coming out of the blue sky into, a real project, which was really cool to see. And now it has just kind of continued to grow, which, nothing about the journey has been super predictable. It's just kind of taken on a life of its own.
Nice.
And I hope that can continue.
Yeah.
So I'm Josh, and I am the general manager for the haunts.
Okay. So what does that mean? What does that entail?
Basically, just a whole lot of different roles, and over the years of this haunt, I've done everything from stage management, kind of creative direction, design work, and scare design, a bunch of different things, and just
Very cool.
basically making sure we stay on track of kind of what we want the vision to be and make sure it matches it when we put out the product. So basically, just my sophomore year, we came out of COVID. I'm like, okay, I need to find some organization to get involved in, and I found Theme Park Engineering and Design. And then within that, we kind of had one of our former captains, Andrew Long, started up one of our design teams, which at that point was called Blue Sky Design Team. Basically, the whole intent was pick something and pure conceptual design, the sky's the limit. And for that specific one, it was a haunted house. And basically, after I joined, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I got on the executive board for the org as a whole, and as treasurer, and I was like, hey, mechanical engineering department, what if you gave us money? And then they gave us money because I asked. And then we used that money, and I was like, we have money now. We have a concept. What if we just built and operated a haunted house? So we did.
Nice.
Starting not this past fall, but the fall before, we shifted from taking that initial concept, which was designed for the architecture atrium on campus at UF, and adapted it to a scale we could actually kind of build with our budget, because we are on a smaller scale budget-wise, and
Right.
although our goal is regional haunt, we don't have that regional haunt money. Where's that HHN money, please?
Yeah.
And so we were just like, okay, we adapted the haunt. It was called Crimson Carnival. It was essentially what if a carnival was run by vampires, and the whole goal was they created this carnival to lure people in.
You would come into a carnival and it's very like gothic and interesting, and there's something slightly different about it than most
Very
carnival
cool.
haunts, and then you transition into it's run by vampires, and then it kind of concludes as a vampire haunt.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it was a little unconventional, but it has a very special place in our hearts.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely,
Very,
definitely.
very nice.
So we kind of adapted that to create our haunt, and we put it on for the first time in the spring because we decided we wanted a proof of concept, and also because we wanted to show mechanical engineering we actually spent their money and it was going to something. So yep, that's kind of where that all came from, and then with that we put on the haunt again in the fall at the time that's more common for people to be interested in going. And at the same time we started development on this haunt. which
Nice.
is has gone through many names, but generally we were like, okay, we want more bayou energy, more swamp energy. It's UF. Let's go swampy.
Yeah.
And then we also really liked kind of like more of a Mardi Gras style and blended the two concepts into what we created, Bayou Bloodbath Mass Madness.
Very cool.
My name is Ivan Salarriaga. I'm the technical director for Swamp Hunters. And yeah, so technical director involves more than just tech. There's the sound, the lighting, obviously, but I also do a lot of the construction. So if you see a wall in there, I've touched it. There's this overarching group called TPED,
Yeah.
the Engineering Design Club. And so I started there, and then eventually, I met some people, and then we ended up in the Swamp Hunters space. I found a good group of people, and it was a better outlet for me to creatively.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's how I ended up here. My major, it's a little hard to explain at times. It's technically digital arts and sciences, which is an engineering degree. It's essentially computer science, but I also get like creative classes like art studio, computer modeling, computer animation. So it's a mix between the tech stuff and the creative stuff, which I feel like it suits my role in this club almost exactly.
My name is Hannah, and I, this semester, am the stage manager. I am usually the production coordinator, so what falls to me typically is everything that is not directly creative or technical.
Okay.
So sending out like those marketing emails and like organizing our design meetings and all of that kind of fun stuff, and also actor auditions, recruitment, and making sure that they are like safe and happy and comfortable going through the house. Typically, I do all of that, but this semester I am interning in Orlando, so I have just kind of returned to do stage management. Thank you. I'm with the other park, the not Horror Nights one.
Okay.
So
My park.
but yeah, so I'm just here this weekend, this semester, doing stage management.
How did you get involved with this group, with this club, and like where did that all start for you?
So my short answer is genuinely that I was busy on Monday nights. So I did not become a haunted house person until joining this group. I started going to Gator Theme Park Engineering and Design meetings and heard about their design teams. At the time, we only had creative, which met on Monday nights, and haunted house, which met on Tuesday nights. And I had things going on Monday nights. And so I was like, okay, I still want to meet other theme park people and do creative stuff. Because I'm also an engineering student, and so it's nice to turn that off and be a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I want to do that. And now I'm here. And I these are like my dearest friends. I met my partner doing this. It's like, yeah. So now it's just a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
That's how
because
they get
I was busy on Monday nights.
It seems to be how it goes.
Yeah, that's really how they get you.
Do you know if anyone from like the bigger Orlando haunts are aware of you guys? Have they come out to check it out?
Yeah, we have had some guests from Horror Nights. I think we're expecting a guest from Busch Gardens tonight.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, and that's one of the best relationships I think we've formed is with Horror Nights.
We had a great opportunity where we actually got to do a tour with Halloween Horror Nights in the fall.
Fabulous.
With TJ Manarino,
Okay,
who's
yeah.
the VP of Art and Direction for Halloween Horror Nights. It's an incredible experience getting that perspective of kind of like what they do from their perspective.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan of Halloween Horror Nights, which feels like a given for most haunters in Orlando and Florida in general. And just getting to kind of like be there and kind of see how they approach things and what goes into their process versus what can we take and adapt to our scale, because obviously our budget's smaller, our team's a little smaller, and just how can we be professional at this scale that the top kind of does it.
Right.
Yeah.
Specifically about this year's event, do you have a favorite set or detail from inside the house?
I love the front room with the city gates. I think that's
Yeah.
just such a grand
Very
entrance.
cool.
And
It
then
is.
with, Josiah there with his tambourine and the flower cart, all of that, like I said before, I'm a sucker for architecture in any sense, and that just gives me such a unique vibe.
My favorite detail is something I threw throughout the house, which you probably did not notice, which was every room has a bead hidden in it. Even if it's a room that doesn't have like beads kind of thrown out, every room has a bead hidden in it.
Very
Nice.
similar to the frog.
The frogs,
last
yeah.
year.
Yeah, it was inspired by the frogs.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I know Horror Nights has been doing it for years, and I was like, let's kind of throw something in there, and what fits better than some beads thrown throughout.
Yeah.
I love it.
I feel like everything kind of has a soft. I have a soft spot for
Fair.
almost every room, but I really enjoyed how the church, like the inside of the church with the vaults turned out, and also the swamp room. I don't know, you guys haven't been in it when it's been completely dark, but there's a cool effect in there that I'm sure you guys will get to see once you go through.
We I think it probably looks better in the dark, but it was definitely visible.
Absolutely. That's one of our favorite
We love
effects.
that sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, so just the overall lighting, I'm really happy with how it is, especially at night.
Oh, I love, so in the graveyard scene, all of those tombstones are names of current or former members.
I asked, I was like, ooh, these names of people, who are these names?
I can appreciate that.
So it's all current or former members, Shannon, Josh, Yvonne, like we're all in there.
Oh, that's cool.
And that one I think is super fun.
What has the reaction been for the campus and Gainesville and at large?
We get a
from last
lot
year?
of questions.
Okay.
A lot of people want to know why we're doing a haunted house in April.
Yeah.
Which is fair, I guess. I don't know how much UF is into Halloween.
Okay.
I've always been into Halloween, as has the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Fair.
And so I think that is why it's become such a close-knit group, because we all have a very niche interest and haven't really found it echoed in our student population.
Fair.
But we do have people who come and see it that maybe wouldn't have thought to. You know, they catch us while we're tabling or giving out flyers, and it's kind of an unexpected surprise, but they have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I think that there is an audience for it. It's not a very niche audience, because, you can have people who are huge haunt aficionados, or you can just have people who are bored on a Saturday night and want a thrill, and, you don't really find that around here.
That's
cool. All right, my final question.
Yes.
We've been to Horror Nights.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scare zone and your favorite house? You can only pick one.
Okay. So I'll just go back to this year specifically. Okay. I really loved Darkest Deal.
Oh yeah, Darkest Deal.
And I'm sure that any Horror Nights fan can see the influence on this house that this had, because we all unanimously love Darkest Deal.
Good one.
But I would also argue that Blood Moon has, it's touched our haunt as well in a way.
The church scene?
Yeah,
Very
that's exactly
Blood
it.
Moon. I love it.
But we, both are just, not only are they non-IPs, which speaks to me so much more because it's so original and storytelling in a way, but they're just beautiful houses. Darkest Deal was a beautiful house detail-wise, as was Blood Moon. And then, so I say I'm like naming every haunt of the year, because I would say my favorite was Universal Monsters Unmasked.
Okay, yeah.
Just because that is like all the French architecture, and my favorite monsters were all in that house, besides Frankenstein. So it was awesome. And as for scare zones, I love Vamp 69. It was very fun and interactive. We walked through it a bunch of times too, so just every time we interacted with them, it was fun.
I'm trying to remember what I put at the top right now. there's two that come to mind, but I'm going to say one. I'll stick to the rule. First,
you can do honorable mentions.
I'll do honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I'll do honorable mentions first. Dead Man's Pier, great house.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Scenically, it's kind of like, if you can ever hit that level scenic, there's no getting past that, I think.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat. I feel like one that I think was very impressed by, especially considering its IP, and I'm not the hugest. I think originals tend to be better. Poltergeist.
Oh yeah.
Incredible haunt.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorites ever. But my favorite overall is Scarecrow the Reaping.
All right, nice.
Yep.
That was a good one.
That is a great one.
That was intense.
Yeah, it was my first year going, so I feel like I have a little bias towards that. Went one night.
Yeah.
Now it's like I can see every little detail by going 30 times. But
yeah.
It's definitely a haunt that still sticks with me, layout-wise, and very well use of space of the sprung tent. So.
So impressive.
I'm trying to think Scare Zone wise. I really like Vamp 85. 69 was very good too recently. I like Vanity Ball a lot. I feel like scare zones are harder to pick because there's so much more freedom to kind of go all over the place.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with, I think, Vamp 85.
So I guess my favorite scare zone is, first of all, favorite house, definitely Killer Clowns, hands down.
Valid.
Not because like I know a lot of it, but like also last year the Oddfellows house, also a circus.
Oh, yeah.
Love that one.
Very
so
good.
Anything with the clown in it, you got me hooked. Like, that's gonna be the best one of the year. But in terms of scare zones, I think the year that they did Killer Clowns, there was like the Vanity Fair. It was all this like plastic surgery.
Vanity Ball, yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, and I really like that idea. It was very like queer in a sense, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I was a big Darkest Steel girly. I am preaching the Darkest Steel gospel to this day.
Yeah.
And then what scare zone did I love? I loved Shipyard just because I love my girl Patricia.
Oh, yeah.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the scare zones now. Shipyard, Oddities.
Vamp 65.
Yes, that was my favorite.
The Zodiac.
Oh, the
Zodiac, yeah. I'm not a big chainsaw girl, so
Okay.
I was a Zodiac hater.
Yeah.
But no, I think Vamp 69 was probably my favorite vibes-wise, and then I loved Patricia in Shipyard.
Yeah.
I love that.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
chatting
thanks for
with
talking to us.
us.
Thank you so much. You guys have been so kind.
Oh, thank you.
Stop. Goodness.
All right.
All right. Michelle, what questions do you have about this?
Okay, so tell me about the house. I'm guessing it was a house that you walked through. Was it a house, or was it just kind of like an outdoor experience type thing?
It was an outdoor haunted house. They had set it up under like a I don't know what you would call it, just like a roof on this edge of a like a practice football field, and they just constructed the walls of a haunted house right there outside.
Okay.
So like you could see all of the like the back of the walls of the house that like normally you wouldn't see if you were walking through Horror Nights, because they just guide you right in from the outside into the entrance of the structure. But like this time you could see the whole structure, which I think is actually a really cool thing for haunt fans to see as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it's an actual maze that you walk through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Okay.
There was an entrance. There was an entrance facade. There was an entrance scare actor who was kind of like giving you a brief lowdown of the storyline, kind of like welcoming you into the maze. And they pulsed, which was cool. So it was only like one party going through the house at a time, which was very fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't send the next group in until the previous group had exited the house. So like
Are
you
you
really have
serious?
the whole house to yourself. It was short. It was a short house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say it was like 5, maybe 6 rooms. But very well designed. Like I think that it was very easy to understand the storyline, which can't always be said for other haunts. So props to them.
That's so true.
Yeah. Like it was very straightforward.
Yeah. We don't want to say too much about what the storyline was, because they will be doing this same house again in October.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically the way they did it is in the spring, it's kind of a proof of concept for the design of the house. And then they'll like kind of make note of things that they want to change or improve or effects they want to add. And then basically like put out an improved version of the same house for the October event.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Because the first year they did it, the spring event was kind of just to show the people who were like providing money to the club, like, hey, look, you gave us money and we're actually like doing something with it. And so here's like what we have been doing kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How elaborate would you say like their costuming and makeup were?
I mean, for it, obviously not to any like HHN caliber. They are a student led and a student run and like a faculty funded department. But for, you know, I think for what they had and what they designed, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I think the focus for them is more on the design of the structures and the scares.
Mm-hmm.
And like making the scares come from that more than from like the makeup and costume effects.
Okay.
Because it was all very like New Orleans style. I don't think any of the costumes were like scary, but they were definitely scaring us effectively just through like the house design.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. It
was awesome. It was really cool. Super impressive.
I mean, that sounds like a really cool club.
Yeah.
It feels almost like a job more than a club. Like,
honestly,
I mean, if I could go back to school right now and be in that club, that would like make me want to go to University of Florida just so I could be in this club, because that sounds so amazing. That's what I would do in my second life, is design theme parks.
And like, the people we talked to, at least, they were like engineering majors, mechanical engineering and architecture, and like, you know, like these are their majors, but what they care about, what they wanted spend their time doing is building these houses and designing haunts and like applying those engineering and architecture and, you know, psychology and whatever else skills to doing this, which is so cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. And I agree with you, Michelle. Like, I would 100% want to do this if I was in college.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But even like the Gator TPED program itself, and like you heard it in the interviews, the other things that they do as an organization is crazy. Like, they have speakers come in that actually work in the theme parks, and you know, some of these students have internships at our parks in Orlando doing all sorts of things in every department that you could think of. It's really neat, and it's not something I thought kind of like went outside of Central Florida. Like, University of Central Florida has a whole major and minor program that is specifically focused on theme park, and like whether it's theme park management, hospitality, engineering, like anything you can think of. But to have
UCF has a whole hospitality campus.
Yeah. It's so cool. But to also see this, you know, even more north in Florida, in Gainesville, it's really fun. Really, really fun. They were very
making me want to go back to college as an old woman.
Yeah.
And the clip we played is cut way down because we have almost an hour of interview footage with the people that we talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll release an unedited, like full, like all of the full conversations we had as like a bonus or something. But I just wanted to keep it very brief and to the point of like what this haunt is, and kind of some of the thinking that goes behind it. And then also, you know, some of the inspirations and things that they like within their house and what, you know, their favorite Horror Night stuff is and stuff like that.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. I think between the 4 people we interviewed and then going through the house 3 separate times, I think we were there for almost like 3.5 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. We were there from like 7 to 9:30, I think.
Yeah.
How fun.
Mm-hmm. We also got really good burritos beforehand in Gainesville. So shout out to Burrito
Those
Famous.
Burritos hit the spot so hard.
Well, I think that should be
That's what we should really be talking about, guys.
I know. It should be a haunt tradition. Tacos and burritos, and then go to a haunt.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
If we stop at Moe's in City Walk on the way
I
in.
might have to drive down just to make that happen with you guys.
Yes.
If you come around the end of October, and we'll have a little outing in Gainesville, and we'll eat burritos, and we'll go through this haunt.
Woohoo!
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yay!
Hooray! Yeah, that was awesome. It was very neat.
Yeah, thank you again to Swamp Haunters and Gator TPED and Shannon and the rest of the team for inviting us, and it was so much fun, and we're so grateful that y'all thought of us, and we can't wait to come back in October. So
yeah, and whenever they do announce the dates for their October event, we'll be sure to share that here so that any of you who want to go check it out and see what these like very impressive college students are doing in their free time.
Yeah.
Well, that way everybody can go check it out. It's not that far from Orlando, so if you're in the area for Horror Nights, you can, you know, spend a couple hours on one day and just go check this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
So now that we've celebrated halfway to Halloween with the Swamp Haunters, let's dive into dates for HHN 33 that were announced on April 4th. And then all of this information that we are about to be reading is coming directly from the media release email that Universal sent out, the press release. So, getting right into it. Universal Orlando Resort's Halloween Horror Nights returns earlier than ever this fall. Running for 48 select nights beginning August 30th through November 3rd. Event dates include August 30th and 31st, September 1st, September 4th through 8th, 11th through 15th, 18th through 22nd, 25th through 29th, October 2nd through 6th, 9 through 13, 6 through 20, 23 through 27, 30th and 31st, and November 1st through 3rd. Every night, running from 6:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. That was maybe a little bit too much to do the Horror Nights commercial voice. He never reads that many numbers.
That's pretty much every date between August 30th and November 3rd, except for Mondays and Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it looks like, so from September 1st, there's a gap to the 4th. So that's in 2nd and 3rd. That's only 2 days. Yeah. So yeah, they're immediately starting on Wednesdays as soon as the run starts.
Yeah.
That's absurd. That's crazy.
And they're starting in August. First time ever. August.
Last year, it started on September 1st. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
And this was a leap year this year, right? So it's kind of still the same weekend, but because of the way the calendar works out, it's August. It's August.
Yeah.
So it's every date except for Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yep.
Wow.
6:30 to 2.
Everybody's
going to
be so
get
tired.
No sleep. I know, that's what I was just about to say. You locals will never sleep from August 30th to November 3rd.
Nope.
Never sleep again.
Yes.
So yes, every fall, guests from all around the globe brave their worst nightmares, coming to life at Halloween Horror Nights, consistently named the world's premier Halloween event. This year, a chilling new collection of horrifying experiences await guests, including 10 all-new movie-quality haunted houses inspired by cinematic greats and eerie original stories created by the twisted minds of Universal's entertainment team, and 5 scare zones filled with hundreds of menacing creatures who will reign the streets of Universal Studios Florida. And in between the screams, guests can enjoy an energetic live show, fuel up for the next round of scares with sinfully delicious food and beverage inspired by the event's haunts, shop the latest merchandise at the highly themed Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, and enjoy some of Universal Studios Florida's most exciting attractions.
Yes.
I think I just hired myself for voiceover roles on real commercials.
I think you so did.
I think you'd be good at it, though. So, gotta get your...
So good.
I'm tooting my own horn right now. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toot toot.
Okay. This says that there is one live show.
Yes.
An energetic live show.
Yes.
So is this Lagoon still not going to be ready?
Well, would you consider the Lagoon show a live show?
I mean... I wouldn't, but it is a show, so I feel like they would say if it was going to be there, it would just say like guests can enjoy 2 shows, 2 energetic shows. You know,
maybe they just don't know yet. Like they don't know if the Lagoon is going to be ready. So like maybe it'll change if the Lagoon is ready. But
I mean, to be fair, you're right. The first time they did Marathon of Mayhem, it was announced very late.
Yeah.
In the announcement season. So it could be like, surprise, we actually have it ready. But that would mean that right now they're working on 2 Lagoon shows because they have to launch the regular time one and then immediately introduce a Halloween one.
Yeah. Which I mean,
we did just get news on the daytime one, and the rumor is that they're going to be having drones too.
Dang.
Oh wait, what news did we get?
It's going to be called, this is embarrassing. We just talked about it on UUOP.
Oh. I haven't listened to this week's episode yet.
Me either.
It's a bunch of S's. Symphonic Dang it. I'm going to have to look it up now.
Did I miss an announcement?
Simpsons and Slytherin's Symphonic
Symposium?
Suicide Squad Synergy Spectacle.
Symphony. Shoot. I just remember making the comment that I liked the alliteration, but they need to get over their use of really long titles.
They do.
Super Silly Symphonic Synergy
Here it is.
Spectacular.
Okay, here's what it was. It wasn't an announcement. It was a trademark. March 20th, Universal officially applied to trademark Sensational, a symphonic spectacular.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, to me, the bar is high with the cinematic celebration. I really liked that show very much, or parts of it. There are parts of it that I thought didn't make any sense for a Lagoon show, but the parts of it that I liked, I loved. So this one has got, it's got high expectations. The bar is set high.
Yeah.
I wasn't ever a big fan of the Lagoon shows at all until Marathon of Mayhem. Mayhem was just incredible.
Well, yeah.
Do you remember the one with
that's the best thing that ever happened?
The balls in the lagoon? The big, like, white orbs?
Yeah. Universal Cinesphere Spectacular.
Yeah. That's, like, really the only daytime one that, well, daytime park hours, nighttime show, that, like, really stuck in my head because I just remember those giant spheres being in the lagoon all the time. But I think I only saw that show, like, once or twice. But I do agree with you, Michelle. The Universal names of things just... Disney does it so much better. Disney shows Wishes, Epcot Forever,
right?
Happily Ever After, Enchantment.
Yes.
Like, what?
Well, this one is called... What was it? What was the first word?
Spectacular.
Sensational?
It's actually sensational, but it's Cine, like C-I-N-E. Sensational.
Oh, Cinesational. No, I mean...
They're
spectacular.
They're so smart.
Here's the thing is that I think the Disney shows do have like a subtitle, but people don't call it that. You know, it's just, they just call it Wishes. Wishes probably had more to the name, but you're just like, oh, we got to go watch Wishes. I think that's what this will be. It's like, oh, we're going to watch the Lagoon Show, honestly, is what people are going to call it.
Spectromagic. I'm trying to think of the other.
Cinesational.
Let's go watch Cinesational. I hope we get a HHN Lagoon show back because one, I enjoy it. Like it's usually really good. I like the respite. I like having like a chance to sit outside on the grass and just sit for a little bit during HHN. And when I'm not watching it, it's still a people eater. So it does take away from the crowds everywhere else throughout the event. So it needs to come back.
And when you're not watching it, it looks cool if you're walking around and you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hear it. Yeah.
Much agree. Yeah.
So yeah, I want that to come. I want it. So we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
An energetic live show though. So we know there's one live show and I'm assuming is it going to be Fuel Girls again? I hate to say it. I really like the Fuel Girls and I've liked the last couple of iterations, but I'm ready for something different.
Yeah. Maybe if the Fuel Girls come back, but they change like we end the Nightmare Fuel storyline and we start a new show.
True.
Like still with the Fuel Girls, still a dance show, but a different storyline. Not like the Nightmare, sleeping, the Nightmare Queen, like all of that. So like it's still a fire show, a dance show, an exciting live show, but just not that storyline. Because I hate to say it, Academy of Villains was always a dance show, but they always had a different storyline. It was never the same.
Yeah, it was always a completely different show.
Right.
Yep.
So I'd love to still see the show come back with the same like style of dancing and fire, but just a different story.
I would like to see Fuel Girls because I really do like the Fuel Girls segments of the show. I would like to see the Fuel Girls combined with an actual like dance troupe. Not Academy of Villains, obviously, but something like that, who they are professional dancers, not theme park dance. Not to say anything bad about the theme park dancers, but there's something different about a troupe that actually like practices together 365 days a year, you know, at that caliber. So
Yeah.
dancers at that caliber combined with Fuel Girls would be amazing.
Or even if it was something like, I don't know, like a local band, you know, who already plays together the rest of the year, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
Just spitballing.
Yeah. Pangolin featuring the Fuel Girls.
Well, I mean,
Ooh,
I
yeah.
didn't say that.
I
but,
said it.
you
It's
know,
okay. I got you. I think that
It
would
could
be
be-
cool.
It could be Never Ender. It could be 430 Steps. It doesn't have to be Penguin. Just like any local band, you know, I would
Mhm.
love for any of those.
Yeah. hmm
That'd be so cool.
I do think from like the Universal and hiring side, though, it probably is easier. Ugh. Oh my god,
Easier.
It's been a very long day. It's probably easier and more cost effective to have dancers that are already in house and work for Universal
sure.
to like be there than bring in like a third party contract.
I agree. I
But-
just really enjoyed Academy of Villains.
Yeah,
And I
that's
know
fair.
they went down hard, but when they were there, they were badass.
Yeah.
Like that level of dancing really, I love that level of dancing.
Yeah.
Love it. And you can only get that when you practice together all the time. So
Yeah, and you're not
That's
allowed
all.
to drink water. Like that's
Yeah.
how you get a show that good.
I mean, maybe.
It's like 5 years in the
The-
past. We can probably get, there's a little snark to be had.
It's hard for me to speak on it because like I don't know dance. So like to me, the dancing was the thing that happens in between the parts where it's like, whoa, that's cool, you know? And that's how that's how it always was in Academy of Villains. That's how it is for me in Nightmare Fuel. Like the
Really?
dancing is just like, all right, cool, they're dancing. And
No,
when are
not
they
for
gonna do
me.
more fire?
When there's like hard hitting dancers out there, it's like, I don't know. It's so awesome. Like you don't ever watch reels or TikToks of some of these dance troops that are actually like going around and competing against each other.
Michelle, I think
they're
we
like
all have very
badass.
different TikTok For You pages.
It
Yeah.
sounds like it because damn,
My
sounds like nobody
my
knows what I'm
Instagram
talking
reels
about.
include a skateboard coach teaching kids how to skateboard and a little girl with an eating disorder trying foods for the first time. That's what I like to see.
My
That's very different.
my TikTok For You page right now is just all JoJo Siwa and her new song.
Oh my god.
Was that Marty?
That's what he thought about JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, me too,
Marty.
Marty. Me too.
He-
Wow.
Happy halfway to Halloween. You get a jump scare from Marty
Yeah.
on the episode.
Well, you see what happened is that someone exists outside of our apartment. So of course that's unacceptable.
Oh, absolutely.
How dare they?
Yeah.
That was perfect timing, Marty.
So funny.
You don't bring her up in here.
JoJo Siwa, not in this house.
Not in my house. No way.
Not on Kenneth's TikTok. What he was doing was trying to keep Alexa from listening, so then they wouldn't start showing up on his
Oh,
TikTok
yeah.
feed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Just
Goodness. All right.
train derailed.
In the
Marty.
best way possible.
Yeah, that was great.
Shall we talk about tickets now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so let's discuss tickets and upgrades that are now for sale online and in the park and through your favorite trusty travel agent.
Mhm.
So we have single night tickets starting from $83 on up to $123. No multi-night tickets quite yet, but if you're just going on one night, there you go.
It's gonna cost you.
It's going to cost you. You can add an HHN Express Pass to those single night tickets. And those range from $130 on up to $240, depending on the date. All of these, of course, are date based. We've got your 3 House and 6 House Unmasking the Horror tours again. The 3 houses start from $100 up to $160, and the 6 houses are $180 to $210. And then we have my all-time favorite thing, the RIP tours. You can get a non-private RIP starting at $340 up to $470 per person, or you can already go ahead and buy your private RIP tour. I don't know what the price range on that is because I would literally have to call VIP department and ask them to give me every price for every date available, and they would probably hate my agency forever if I did that. But I can tell you that I've booked a couple of them already, and they seem to be about the same price range as last year, which runs between the high 3,000s on up. So early September, I've booked one for somebody, and it was I think it was around 3,700. And then I've booked one for mid-October, and that one was around 4,100. However, interesting information. I just called Universal today to look into changing something. And if I had changed that something, that RIP that I had booked for $4,100 as part of a package would have gone up to $4,500 for that same date. So,
oh my God.
What that tells me is these are already filling up. And if you are looking into booking any of these things, private RIP or the Unmasking the Horror tours, or non-private, either one, private or non-privates, you need to do it the sooner the better, because as those fill up, the prices do go up pretty drastically. And again, I just booked that RIP tour for myself in October on, it was either Friday or Saturday. And then today, Wednesday, as of this recording, it's gone up by over $400.
That is insane.
Yep.
Google bucks.
Yep. So for sure, now's the time to book. I'm going to always preach, even if it's not Portkey. I support travel agents in general. If you got a good travel agent, please support them, because, you know, that's their livelihood, just like whatever you do is your livelihood. And it doesn't cost you anything different to do so. So support your local travel agent. And if you don't have one, then you're welcome to reach out to Portkey. I've got lots of awesome agents who specialize in different things, including special needs, which is pretty awesome. So if you need help in that department, we are definitely the experts on Halloween Horror Nights and all things Universal. So go to my website, portkeyvacations.com, and it's really easy to navigate. There's a quote request on there. You don't have to talk to anybody if you don't want to, or you can if you do. But yeah, we can take care of all of that stuff right now. And what we've kind of been doing, because as you know, most of us go multi-nights. So what we're doing right now is we're going to head and booking all of our clients with their hotel and their express passes or their tours. And then whenever those multi-night tickets come out, we can always add those to your package, no problem. But prices on hotels and those tours are going up pretty quickly. So,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Woohoo! Yeah, and just a little bit more behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes, but FYI for those Unmasking the Horror tours, you do not have to have actual park entry tickets to go on that. So, I mean, most people do, but you don't have to have a daytime park ticket in order to enter the parks to go on this tour, which is nice.
Yeah, that's right. You can just do the tour and not have any kind of admission to either the park or HHN.
Correct. That is very, very true. And then for those RIP tours, you actually do have to have admission tickets for HHN for the night that you're doing the ticket as well. And that's on top of whatever price you paid for the tour.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
And then, wait, did I miss it? Did you already talk about the 3 House starting in August?
No, but I can.
Oh, okay.
So this year, the 3 House Unmasking the Horror Tour is starting tours in August, actually. You can actually start touring on the 12th through the 25th, which is really cool. So they're actually starting those before the event even starts. And then they pause the tours after the 25th until opening night on the 30th. That's really cool. They've never done that before.
Nope.
No.
It should be interesting. Kenneth and I were talking about it in the car ride home from Gainesville. But it'll be interesting to see, because like you can take pictures and videos in like some parts of some of the houses that you go on the tour with. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if we get like, and they're not going to be like leaks because we're allowing people into the house, but like how much of the houses are on social media before the event starts on the 30th.
That's
it's
good
interesting.
I wonder if they will like restrict pictures on those days because of that.
Potentially.
Or only allow it in like 2 rooms.
Maybe. That's
you can take a picture of this individual prop. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys done these tours before? Because sometimes it's like that.
I never have.
Like literally, they'll tell you like, don't take pictures unless I give you a thumbs up. If my thumbs are down, no pictures. So it depends on which room in the house you're in. And sometimes even in a room, you can only take a picture facing a certain wall, or like you can take pictures, but not of this item. So they're very specific about what you can and cannot take pictures of.
Yeah. I've watched like an early Tim Tracker video where they went on an Unmasking the Horror tour, and it was like a voiceover video, and it would just show like 2 or 3 pictures from like a singular room, and then they went into like the Stranger Things house that very first year, and like the only thing they could take a picture of was just like one piece of a Demogorgon. I was like, that makes sense. Like, you know, like contracts, they want to keep things under wraps, so it makes sense.
Well, and it's interesting, like in the oh my goodness, why can I not think of the name of what was the music house last year?
The Darkest Deal.
Yes, the Darkest Deal. So in the Darkest Deal, in the room, there was a room where there were, I think it was like a banjo as one of the props that was like up amongst a bunch of other things. We were specifically not allowed to take a picture that had that banjo in the picture. And that was because of, I guess, not copyright, but trademarking or whatever it is with the brand of the instrument.
And that is just so much that like as a normal theme park goer, you would never even think about that.
Yeah.
Like to put
like even
all
just looking at the picture, like nobody would be like, "Oh, that's a blah 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 blah." Like no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Horror Nights has to,
if they want to, the banjo heads know.
Fair. If they want to put something in a house, they have to like, they can't just go to the store and buy it. They have to make sure that it's okay with the company that it's in the house, and that is crazy.
Yep.
Or they have to like cover up. I've seen one of the guitars that was in Darkest Deal, and like all of the branding on the head of the guitar is covered up.
Yeah.
Like they painted over it.
Crazy. Which is interesting because they still wouldn't let us take pictures of that. Like even though it's covered up. And it's, you know, having talked to Julie Zimmerman about the beginning, you know, those beginning years of HHN, they didn't ask for permission to do anything. They just did it. And they were like, if they slap us on the wrist afterwards, well, then we'll deal with it then. But we're not asking permission.
Universal didn't even know they were going to do Horror Nights. They just did it without asking. They're like, let's let a bunch of people in.
They were like, we're just going to use IPs and like, whatever. What are they going to do? So very different days for sure.
Goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Do we know what the price increase was from last year on single night tickets? I want to say the minimum was not $82. I want to say it was less.
If it was less, it wasn't by much.
Yeah. We'll have that information to you by next episode.
I wouldn't even know where to go look for it, honestly.
Yeah, probably one of our old scripts, but we'll look for it. I'll take a peek back. All right.
You can insert a note in editing here.
Yes. Oh, yeah, duh. Oh my God, I'm so silly.
The starting price for a single night ticket last year in 2023 was in fact $79.99. Yeah, okay. Anyways.
Oh, goodness. Well, we've talked about the dates, when you can go. We've talked about how you can get in, tickets and upgrades. The only other thing we have left to talk about from April 4th and the big drop was merchandise. And man, oh man, Universal has really switched up the theme and the color scheme for HHN 33. At least for like this, you know, here are the dates for Horror Nights and now we're selling tickets merchandise. Because thinking back to last year, they did the same thing with that See You in the Fog like merchandise little drop.
Yeah.
And then we never saw that See You in the Fog merchandise again. Like that theme didn't continue throughout the rest of the Horror Nights merchandise. So potentially that is what is going to happen here with this orange t-shirt and this more like, I have described it as like punk rock style like branding. It's very cool looking. It's definitely grown on me. The first time I saw it, I was like, ooh, all right. But I don't know about y'all. It's definitely, it's grown on me in the past like couple days. How do we feel about it?
I'm not a huge fan. I don't want to be negative like too much, but it's not my cup of tea.
You don't wear orange?
No, I don't really wear a whole lot of orange.
Yeah, I don't like it. I love it. No, like,
do you really?
I think that the design sucks and I love it. I'm wearing the shirt right now as we speak.
Nice.
I bought the tumbler. I've been drinking out of it at work. I put my coffee
Really?
in it and I'm advertising.
So you like it like a lot.
Well, okay, I think the tumbler rules. I think this design looks really good on a tumbler. I like the colors on the tumbler. The shirt, I think the shirt is hideous and I love that it's hideous. Like I think it's really weird. It's a very confusing feeling. I think it's gross and I don't really think it's a good design and I wear it proudly on my body.
That's funny.
It's been said all over the internet. It looks like Hot Topic. I don't think it looks like Warped Tour. I've seen a lot of people say it looks like Warped Tour. I don't think it looks like Warped Tour, but it looks like Hot Topic. It looks like if Target was trying to make a t-shirt that's like for the punk rock 10-year-olds, that's what this is.
I think the Warped Tour comparison was for the logo that I posted on like our Instagram account, that like circly circly logo
with
that
the 24 in the O.
Yeah, which okay.
And the skull and crossbones
are we
is the O in Halloween.
Are we going to talk about that? Because do we think that Horror Nights is switching over from doing like HHN 33, 34, 35 to what Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood does, where they do just HHN 2024? Because
I think they are.
I don't
and
like
I think it's
that.
so that they can sell the same shirt on both coasts without changing it.
Gross. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, no.
Because like 33 years and we're all of a sudden just going to cut something that we've been doing this whole time. Like HHN 30 was such a big deal. And, you know, everyone was so proud and like Universal was so proud of it being the 33rd year and everything said HHN 30. So what happens when we get to like 50? Are they just going to be like, oh, this year we're bringing back, it's HHN 50. It's not HHN. I don't even know the math on that, 2036, like whatever. I'm mad about it. Consistency is key.
I think that for big milestone numbers like that, they might make it unique to Orlando. I'm going to Hollywood next month. So I'll let you know if when I'm there, I see this same shirt being sold in Universal Studios Hollywood.
That's fair.
Because that's what I've always assumed is like, if you don't see the event year, but you see the calendar year on the shirt, that's in my mind, that's so that they can sell it in both parks on both coasts.
And that just makes me so sad.
So I loved Andrew Stonecipher's stuff the past few years. Like, he was the head guy over art and design and did all of the merchandise and stuff for a long time.
Yeah, he was the lead artist in merchandise.
In merchandise, yes, sorry. And he was so good, and I was a big fan of all of his stuff. He didn't just do Halloween Horror Nights. He did a lot of stuff. But he did recently leave to go work elsewhere. And I haven't...
At the Roosevelts.
Yes.
My favorite shirt brand.
Yeah.
I wear them every day.
And they're amazing.
Give me free shirts.
And those designs are amazing. I'm not a huge fan of the stuff that has been coming out since. And no offense, I guess that's going to be a big offense to whoever the current guys are, and I'm sorry. But it's just not like my favorite type of stuff. Like, it's just not. I don't know. It just feels...
Can you point to examples of other designs that you didn't that you weren't a fan of since
Mardi Gras
that change?
stuff? I didn't like any of the Mardi Gras stuff.
Oh, okay. I honestly never even look at the Mardi Gras stuff. Like, I don't think I would ever... What was the Mardi Gras stuff? I have no idea.
I didn't like any of the Christmas stuff.
It was a lot of... The Mardi Gras stuff was like... it was the cartoon gator for a lot of the kids stuff. And then it was...
Oh, I like that.
Like pirate... Not pirates, but...
Yeah, that's true. The store was all like riverboaty.
Yeah. And that was kind of the theme of the merchandise too. Michelle, do you like the new Universal line where it's like all of the like postcard kind of like stamp?
That's a huge one I don't like. No, I don't like it at all. I like the concept. I like the concept, but I don't like how it turned out.
I like the patches, and they do sell the patches separately, and I like want to get them and put them on my Universal jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it myself. Don't tell me how to arrange them.
So
I'll do it.
This stuff looks like something I could make myself in Canva. And not in a bad... Okay, I just don't know how to make this sound
Michelle,
nice.
maybe you missed your calling. You should be designing merchandise for a major theme park.
No, because it's very like cut and pasty. Like this Halloween Horror Night stuff is very like... that's part of what it's supposed to look like. Like, they literally look like the skulls were cut out of a piece of paper and pasted on there. So I get like that's supposed to be the design, right? But for me and the stuff that I do as part of my marketing and stuff for my agency, like I use programs, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel super artsy to me. It feels like it was made by some kind of program. Does that make sense?
The shirt itself feels kind of scrapbooky.
Yeah.
And I personally don't think in a bad way. I think it is something that is so drastically different from like any Universal merchandise that we have so far, especially Halloween Horror Nights. I do think the logo, me personally, I do love the tumbler. I think the tumbler is pretty cool. And like the wrap design is pretty cool. But if we're looking at just the shirt and the hat, I think I prefer the logo that's on the hat. It's simplistic. I like it. I like the one skull. I will say the first time I looked at like the logo when it was first released, I got lost in where the words were. And I honestly thought the giant O with the skull was in the top word, the word where, if you get my drift. I was very confused.
Oh, yeah.
It messed up my eyes, and I was like, what lives where? Oh, I need to look closer. I have to like zoom in just a little bit, but I figured it out. It's grown on me. I like it. I have not purchased
it
one
might
yet
grow
myself,
on me,
but yeah,
it might grow on
and
me. It's just different than what I'm
not,
used to.
Right. And it may not be anything of what we actually see towards the event. Although the logo that they put out on the media release that I also posted onto our Instagram, like the circle with the 24 as the O, that I wouldn't mind seeing on the medallion, like at the Universal Arches. I think that is a pretty decent logo. I like it. It's different. It's cool. I'm still pissed about the 24, but I'll be quiet about it now, I guess. But as far as this merchandise, you can find it in the normal places, the Five and Dime over in Universal in the Hollywood section, and then the All Hallows Eve Boutique over in between Harry Potter and the Lost Continent and Islands of Adventure. The shirt itself is $33. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The hat is $30 and the tumbler is $27. And that's without any sort of like annual pass holder discount. Yeah, merchandise. Hot topic.
So
that it is hot topic.
Yeah. It is what it is. They can't please everybody. I didn't like the See You in the Fog last year, but I still bought a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
because why
I was not I didn't get that shirt. I didn't like anything about that
Yeah.
See You in the Fog shirt.
Do you remember when that merchandise line came out and everybody, every podcast, every Twitter account, every website was like focusing on the people in the background
Yes.
of the See You
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Fog? And we all were like, is it Walking Dead? Because they all look like zombies, but then we just ended up getting The Last of Us anyways.
Yep. I remember
That was
that.
funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Good
got
stuff.
the See You in the Fog shirt, but because I like a good glow in the dark shirt.
That's fair.
Sure.
That's very valid.
Makes sense.
Heck yeah. All right.
Was that everything that was in the announcement?
Yeah.
That was everything.
Yeah. I feel like I've been so busy
Dates,
since those
tickets,
dropped.
and merch.
Yeah. We all have.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's why we're recording it on the 10th and not the 5th.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So when historically do they usually drop multi-night tickets? Do we have that document from Gary?
Oh, I actually wait. I do. I saved it in my phone because somebody asked us on Instagram, and I went and found it and saved it.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if he included that information in the tracker.
I think Kenneth is right, though,
No.
with this year being different because they're announcing Epic at the same time as HHN. So I think it'll be a little funky.
Yeah.
His tracker does not include the multi-night tickets.
Darn. I want to say it's in the summer. Like June-ish.
I think so, too.
Okay, well, this is my guess because they announced a ton of stuff on July 28th. My guess would be last year they announced The Exorcist, Monsters, Dr. Oddfellow, Dueling Dragons, Yeti Campground Kills, The Darkest Deal, and Blood Moon, and the Scare Zones and Show, all on July 28th. So my guess would be that they also probably released multi-night tickets on that same day.
July 13th of 2023 is when I posted on Instagram about Frequent Fear.
Okay, so it's July.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a while to go, guys.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
History episodes. History episodes.
No, I mean, hey, this is when the multi-night tickets go on sale, not when the next announcement is going to be.
Oh.
They were so slow to announce things last year.
That's true.
Like
Last year, the first house was announced, well, on Halloween
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
But the next one after that was June 15th, 2023.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got like just a big
we'll see.
drop of everything all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, we forgot. We forgot to tell them what's going to be.
Right? That's what it felt like.
Put it out there.
That's what it felt like. Awesome.
This year, yeah, I think that with all these epic announcement videos, it's going to be like, all right, where do we fit these house announcements in between all that and have people still be excited about everything?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Which I have so much room for excitement in my body, it'll be no problem.
Right. Like give it all to
I
me.
can
It's
fit
fine.
it all in there. Yeah. My threshold is high.
Yes.
I'm leaving all of this in, by the way.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm just rambling at this point because I'm tired.
I'm
I'm gonna want to go to bed.
Kenneth is that picture that Lilo draws of Stitch to show his badness level, but instead of his badness level, it's his threshold for excitement.
Oh, yeah. It's all the way up there.
Yeah.
We can handle it. Give it to me.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
the announcements.
enough rambling for the night because it's gonna get bad pretty soon, guys. So I think that will do it for this episode. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you soon in the fog. Until next time, for more content, be sure to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/RushOfFear and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at RushOfFearPod.
For more general Universal Orlando Resort news, please check out our friends and UUOP network hosts over at the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, wherever podcasts can be found. Also, feel free to check out the 2 other podcasts in our network, that is The Taste of Universal and The Theme Park Duo, once again found anywhere where podcasts can be found. For all of your travel needs, especially buying those HHN tickets and RIP tours, check out our host and sponsor, Portkey Vacations. Just visit her website at portkeyvacations.com. Click on the Portkey and submit your no-obligation quote request to begin planning your next magical vacation.
Yes, and be sure to check out my band Pangolin everywhere you listen to music online, and follow us on social media at PangolinFL. As of recording, our next shows are not announced, but we have some coming up soon, so they might be announced by the time this comes out. I don't know. We'll see. Just be on the lookout.
Yeah.
And if you could please leave a spooky rating and review on whatever podcast platform you're using, it would really help us out, and we'd love to hear from you, our listeners.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everyone. The podcast has come to an end. Now get out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.